Today, I will briefly explain Malaysia Security and Public Order Policy or DKKA. DKKA was launched in 2019 to help the government manage modern and complex security threats. It supports the national security policy and provides guidelines to maintain public safety and order. The policy was developed with input from government agencies and NGOs, ensuring it reflects national needs. Overall, the KKA aims to keep Malaysia safe, united and respected globally. A secure country ensures the well-being of its people. Thank you. Now that I've introduced our topic, let me introduce my groupmate. I have 3 groupmates, which is Kai, Sham and Danish. They will continue by explaining the next areas of our discussion.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Khairil Adam Ikwan bin Khairil Hakma. Student ID is 2025176199. I will be covering issues, costs and benefits. Then I will move on to main objectives. Now, before we go into costs and benefits, let me address the issues before the establishment of the policy. That is public and security order policy. First, border and security threats includes human trafficking, drug and weapon smuggling, especially in Sabah and northern borders. Our borders are porous, with many illegal entry points, which allows criminal syndicates to move quickly and operate across the country. The policy addresses this by strengthening border surveillance with technology, drones, and radar, improving cooperation between agencies, and increasing maritime patrols to secure our coast. Second, terrorism and extremism are major concerns. Militant recruitment, cross-border extremist movement, and potential terror attacks creates fear in society and can disrupt daily life, tourism, transport, and the economy. DKKA responds with stronger intelligence sharing between PRM, ATM, MKN, and MOHA, better legal control through SOSMA and POTA, and prevention programs to stop radicalization. Finally, cybersecurity risks are growing rapidly. Threats like hacking, ransomware, online scams, and data breaches can shut down hospitals, banks, or transport systems and expose millions of Malaysians' personal data. DKKA makes digital security a national priority, enforcing cybersecurity standards and improving monitoring and protection across all agencies. Together, these measures help Malaysia protect its borders, prevent terrorism, and secure the country's digital infrastructure. Now we'll be moving on to costs. Now, cost has 2 points that I put. First is financial burden, and second is coordination challenges. Now, for the cost of establishing of public security and order policy, the first major issue is the financial burden. To strengthen national security, the government needed to upgrade surveillance systems, install new security, improve technology, and train enforcement agencies. All of these require a large amount of funding. These expenses also need to be balanced with other important national priorities such as education, healthcare, and infrastructure. Based on the budget of 2020 Defense and Public Security section, the allocation for the Ministry of Home Affairs increased from RM 15.6 billion in 2019 to 16.9 billion in 2020. This clearly shows that a higher budget was needed to support security improvement under the policy. The second cause is coordination challenges. Before DKKA, security responsibilities were divided between PDRM, the Malaysian Armed Force, and the National Security Council. However, their roles often overlapped, leading to duplicated tasks and confusion. There was also no proper system to coordinate communication. So during crisis, response times became slower. Sometimes agency even disagreed over who had authorities in certain situations. This cause had to be carefully considered before DKKA could be established. Now, I'm finally done with costs. Let's go to benefits. Now, for benefits, there are 3 points: unified and structured framework, enhance national security, and economic stability and growth. First, I'll talk about unified and structured framework first. For agencies like PDRM, ATM, and MKN, before DKKA, these agencies often had overlapping roles, duplicated work, and communication problems. This caused delays and confusion during crisis. With DKKA, their responsibilities and procedures are clearly organized. Every every agency knows what to do, who leads during emergencies, and how to coordinate. This improves crisis response speed and builds public confidence that the government can handle national threats effectively. Second, DKKA. Second is DKKA strengthens Malaysia's overall national security through better coordination and information sharing. Agencies can detect and respond to threats such as terrorism, cyber attacks, and foreign interference much faster. DKKA turns our security system from reactive to proactive, meaning we prevent risks before they become bigger problems. This protects citizens, national infrastructure, and Malaysia's sovereignty. Finally, DKKA supports economic stability and growth. A safe and secure country attracts investors and help businesses operate smoothly without disruptions from crime or public unrest. According to MIDA, political and security stability is a key driver for Malaysia's economic growth. When security improves, investor confidence rises, more investments flow in, and the economy becomes more stable in the long term. Overall, DKKA brings clear coordination, stronger national security, and better economic prospects for Malaysia. Now, let's moving on to main objectives. I have actually five main objectives, but I'll explain more in the next page. But first, here are three main objectives. The first main objective is integrity, which refers to honesty, transparency, and ethical conduct. Security personnel must avoid corruption, follow the law, and obey the chain of command. This ensures that officers act responsibly to protect national safety. For example, PDRM introduced the Sistem Kawalan Dadah dan Disiplin (SKDD) in 2015 to strengthen discipline and prevent misconduct among officers. Second is quality. This focuses on delivering efficient, high standard services to the public. High quality operation reduce errors, improve public trust, and enhance the overall performance of security agencies. The Ministry of Home Affairs is in its annual reports consistently emphasize providing fast, effective, and reliable service related to public safety and enforcement. The third objective is professionalism. This means having trained, skilled, and disciplined personnel who can manage pressure, emergencies, and public interactions. Professional officers improve public confidence and ensure duties are carried out consistently. PDRM's Code of Ethics highlights knowledge, attitude, skill, integrity, or KASI, as the foundation of their professionalism. Together, these three objectives, integrity, quality, and professionalism, ensures Malaysia's security agencies operate effectively, ethically, and with a public trust. Now, finally, we're going to mention two more main objectives. That is, the fourth one is innovation. Innovation focuses on using modern ideas, advances, advanced technology, and new methods in national security. This is extremely important today because threats like cybercrime, terrorism, and digital scams are constantly evolving. Through innovation, the use security agencies can become more proactive, efficient, and better prepared. The DKKA emphasizes the use of technology bikini or the latest technology to strengthen surveillance and enforcement. For example, AI based systems can predict crime hotspots and spread out resources efficiently. Now, finally, our main objective is aspirate the corps. It means unity, teamwork, loyalty, and a strong shared purposes with an organization. These values strengthen cooperation and morale among officers, which leads to a better operational performance, especially during crisis or emergencies. PDRM includes the idea of one team spirit in its ethical code to encourage trust, motivation, and collective responsibility among its members. When officers are united and work as a team, the coordination between departments becomes smoother and more effective. Together, innovation and Esprit de Corps ensure that Malaysia's security agencies are not only technologically advanced, but also united, motivated, and efficient in carrying out their duties. Alright, that's for all of my part. Now, I'm continuing to my other members. Thank you for listening.
Good morning everyone, my name is Muhammad Shirfan Benulizan. My student ID is 2025382123 and today I will present about Malaysia Internet Security System and the key actors involved in maintaining safety, stability and humanitarian support within the country. First, the Ministry of Home Affairs is also known as Kementerian Dalam Negeri. Is the main policy makers and coordinated bodies for domestic security, carry and oversees various enforcement agencies and ensure all the internet security strategies are aligned with Malaysia policy. Next, we have the Royal Malaysia Police, which is Malaysian Primary Law Enforcement Agency. PDLM is responsible for preventing crime, upholding the law and maintaining public order throughout the nation. They play a crucial role in daily security operation. The Malaysia Armed Force or ATM is to safeguard the country against external threat. Although the main function is national defense, they also support internal security operation when needed, especially during emergency or major national security crisis. Beyond government bodies, voluntary organizations also play an important role. The Malaysia Red Crescent Society (MRCS) is a humanitarian organization that provides emergency aid, disaster relief and promote humanitarian values across the country. Another key actor is Mercy Malaysia. Mercy Malaysia is a non-profit organisation focused on medical relief and sustainable health-related development. They provide aid during disaster and conduct health and risk reduction programs for vulnerable communities both locally and internationally. Finally, we have Suaram, a human rights organisation established in 1989. Suaram advocates for civil liberties, justice and human rights. One of its major historic campaigns was the abolition of the Internal Security Act (ISA), which allowed detention without trial. I will also be presenting about Malaysia's strategic approach toward boosting national security. These strategies involve coordinated effort by the government, security agencies and communities to create a safer and more resilient nation. Firstly, Malaysia places a strong emphasis on strengthening border control and portal operation. The government has developed a comprehensive national border security master plan which integrates artificial intelligence and combines surveillance systems to enhance Border monitoring. One key development is the establishment of the Malaysia Border Control and Protection Agency (AKPS), which began operation in February 2025. This new central agency consolidated function previously handled by more than 20 departments, including the Royal Malaysia Police, the Immigration Department, and Custom. With this integration, AKPS is now responsible for improving coordination, combating cross-border crime, and ensuring more efficient protection of all the entry points in Malaysia. Secondly, Malaysia is incorporating sophisticated technologies such as CCTV monitoring, cyber vigilance, and integrated data system. This tool enable quicker detection, improve information sharing, and proactive response to security threats. For example, the Shah Alam City Council introduced an advanced CCTV system known as IRIS, which utilizes solar energy. This innovation not only promotes sustainability but also improves citywide surveillance and overall public safety. Third, Malaysia promotes community policing programs, including Neighborhood Watch Scheme and the Safe City program. One example is the Community-Oriented Policing Strategies, a non-profit organization where members work closely with the police to build a safer neighborhood through cooperation, communication, and shared responsibility. Lastly, the government conducts continuous public awareness campaign to educate citizens about safety, crime prevention, and responsible behavior. This effort helps Malaysia understand their role in maintaining a secure society. A particular example is the road safety campaign in conjunction with the festive season launched by Jabatan Kerja Raya Sarawak in collaboration with various government and private agencies. This initiative aims to enhance road safety awareness among users of the Pan Borneo Highway. That's it for me. Thank you.
Alright. Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Thank you Dinesh for the presentations. My name is Ihtisham Shahmi bin Muhammad Syafi'i, matrix number 2025516707. For my part, I will explain the implementation SWOT analysis of DKA, which includes the main strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats related to its executions. Alright, first of all, I will start with coordination challenge strengths. For all strength sections, DKKA plays a crucial role in improving coordination challenge among security agencies. Previously, agencies often faced overlapping duties and unclear responsibilities. DKKA solved this by providing a structure and integrated framework that clearly define the roles of PDRM, ATM, and other securities bodies. This clarity not only reduces the application of tasks but also improve communications and information system. As a result, crisis responses become faster, more coordinated, and far more effective. Overall, DKKA significantly strengthens interagency teamwork and enhances the overall efficiency of Malaysian securities operations. And secondly, for the weaknesses, the main challenge is the financial burden. Implementing DKA requires major investment in upgrading security facilities, modernizing systems, and training personnel. This high cost can strain the national budgets. There are also the potential trade-off, where increased spending on security may reduce the allocation for other essential sectors such as education, healthcare, or infrastructure. If spending is not well managed, it may lead to inefficient resource allocations and long-term financial pressure. Next, we go through with economic stability and growth. For the opportunities, the policy contribute positively to Malaysia's economic outlook. Improve national security, boost investor confidence, attract foreign investment, and support stable business operations. A safer environment naturally encourages economic activity. By reducing threats such as terrorism and organized crime, the country experiences fewer economic disruptions. In the long run, this stability allows the government to focus on economic recovery, development, and long-term national ground. For the threats, there are several critical challenges that could affect the effectiveness of KKA. Firstly, cyber attacks are becoming more sophisticated and can bypass existing security systems. This creates constant pressure for agencies to rapidly upgrade their cyber defense capabilities. Secondly, rising geopolitical tension, whether regional or global, pose risk to Malaysia's national stability. This external pressure can influence security operations and require a high level of readiness. Another major threat is internet extremism and radicalizations. These issues are harder to detect because they can develop quietly within communities or online platforms. We also face high long-term maintenance costs. Sustaining advanced security systems and technologies over the years can place strain on the national budgets. Lastly, security threats are evolving very quickly. In some cases, this change may outpace the current capabilities of the KKA, making continuous improvement essential. Lastly, for the weaknesses under the Unified Structure Framework, the main issue is uneven readiness across agencies. Even though the KKA has clear procedure, not all agencies share the same level of preparedness. Some are well equipped, while others lack the equipment, expertise, or support system needed to operate efficiently. This imbalance results in inconsistent operational performance during joint missions. Agencies with fewer resources may slow down overall operations, increasing the risk of delay or miscommunications. When this happens, coordination becomes less effective, especially during high-pressure security incidents. Ultimately, these weaknesses limit the full potential of the KKA in managing national security threats. Next, we go through with implementation of SWOT analysis under the objective. Firstly, under integrity as a strength, this objective focuses on upholding strong moral and ethical principles within security agencies. It helps prevent corruption and abuse of power, especially with monitoring systems like SKDD. Through better accountability and transparency, this objective strengthens public confidence and trust in security agencies. Secondly, we go through with professionalism weaknesses. Under the professionalism as a weaknesses, it highlights the reliance on disciplines, integrity, and individual competence. Limited ongoing training affects officer performance, and not all officers meet high professional standards. This can reduce operational efficiency and proper task distribution. If professionalism is not maintained, it may also affect the agency's overall reputations. Thirdly, we go with quality. Under the quality as an opportunities, DKKA allows agencies to optimize their data systems and technology. It supports better interagency collaborations and speeds up service delivery. Quality improvement also enhances officer competence and professionalism, ultimately strengthening public trust and recognition towards security institutions. Next, we go with Expedite the Corps opportunities. Expedite the Corps as an opportunity. This objective promotes teamwork, unity, and a sense of belonging within security agencies. It builds mutual trust and cooperations, reinforces loyalty, and boosts morale through training and joint operations. It also supports the adoption of more innovative and effective practices. Lastly, innovation under the threats. Under innovation as a threat, agencies are exposed to increasingly complex cyber threats and must constantly adapt to technological changes. Outdated systems may reduce operational efficiency, and there is a risk of misuses or unauthorized access to sensitive information. This issue poses potential security threats to public safety and national security. And thank you everyone. That's all from me about the implementation SWOT analysis. Next, my friend will continue the presentations. Bye.
So for conclusion, public and security orders policies are essential for maintaining peace, protecting citizens, and ensuring national stability. By strengthening enforcement, improving intelligence, and preventing threats, these policies help the government to keep the country safe and uphold public trust.